Welcome to today's guest lecture. It is my pleasure to welcome you to today's session with the guest lecture entitled Emerging Tools in Biotechnology for Environmental Monitoring and Assessments. So this is an incredibly important topic in today's world as we face increasing environmental challenges such as biodiversity loss or pollution included, and the role of biotechnology in addressing these challenges has become more critical than ever before. So, before we begin, I would like to take a moment to extend a warm welcome on behalf of our biology department. We hope that this session will provide valuable knowledge and new ideas and discussion. So, to officially open this event, I'm pleased to invite the head of biology department, Ibu Dr. Retno Wibat, to deliver opening words or remarks. Please, and let's give a warm applause to Retno.
Okay, thank you, Bu Wafi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Are you fine? Okay. Dear Mr. Kamaraj, welcome to our program study in Biology Undergraduate Study Program, Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science, University of Jember. Mr. Kamaraj, this study program has as many students as 370 people. Every year, our study program set 120 new students. Okay, the number of the lecture is 24, with 3 of them being professors. The field of science developed are botany, zoology, microbiology, ecology, and biotechnology. This study program is internationally accredited by ASEAN from 2013 to 2018. Study program vision is to excel in the field of biosciences oriented toward managing tropical biological resources that is environmentally sound and globally competitive. Our graduates are prepared primarily to be able to work in the field of research assistant, in the field of biology, and the environment quality control staff, and bioentrepreneur. Our alumni can also become teachers after they have completed 1 year of professional teaching education. Our curriculum is designed with the target that within 4 years, students can complete their studies. Mr. Kamaraj, that is the description of the undergraduate biology study program. We hope that there will be cooperation between Mr. Kamaraj institution and our study program. So thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
introducing our department. So, okay, before we begin, I'd like to introduce our speaker today, Dr. Kamaraj. Is it right, Stephanie? Who is leading expert in the field of environmental biotechnology from SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Tamil Nadu, India. With a background in biotechnology and nanotechnology in India. With one of his research and here is about silicon nanoparticle in agricultural environment. And he has been at the forefront of developing and applying cutting-edge technology for environmental assessment and monitoring. So, before we start into the presentation, I would like to lay out a few rules for today's session. Firstly, the presentation from our speaker will last approximately around 50 to 60 minutes. And then, after that, we will continue to question and answer or discussion session. Please hold all questions until the end of the presentation. Okay, and now, without further ado, let's start. Please, Mr. Kamaraj or Dr. Kamaraj, to start your presentation. Time is yours.
Good morning to all the person here. Especially special thanks to the department and senior faculties and other faculties who have been much interested in having me on today to having some discussion. Especially nice to meet you, the students from different backgrounds, especially from bachelors. Okay, so as I introduced, I'm myself Dr. Kamaraj from India. I have a research experience in the field of environmental biotechnology, which also includes microbial biotechnology, nanotechnology, and from material science. I used to do research preferably in interdisciplinary rather than focusing on a specific topic. Because nowadays interdisciplinary research are most accepted and has some impact. So I used to prefer interdisciplinary research. Okay, so before the topic of my today's lecture is like emerging tools in biotechnology for environmental monitoring assessment. So before moving to the traditional presentation, I would like to give you a small assignment that you can find the missing. I may give you 1 or 2 minutes time, that will be most sufficient for me accordingly. If anybody have found the answer, just raise your hand, don't disclose the answer right away, let others do something. Because always the presentation, students will come sit ideally, speaker will talk. So I just want to reverse order, first do some activity, then I will do my activity like that. So you take your 1 minute time. If anybody found the answer, just raise your hands, let us know who found the answer. Hope you understand the question. There is some which letters were given and one letter is missing. You have to write the missing letter. Do not use your mobile phone, Google, etc. Right? Because Google always come with you during your exam times. So try to find with your mind the knowledge that you have learned as of now. Don't always believe Google. Let me go. I'll give you 1 minute or 2 minutes. We have 15 minutes of presentation. This is for students, not for faculty. Anyway, you can try. No, that is the question. It's a clueless question. You can find any way to find the answer. So open-ended question. If I give a clue, you might restrict it that itself. That's why I want to give it as open-ended. You might try it anyway and you can find the answer. So telling you again, don't refer to Google, don't refer to internet. Try to use your basic science knowledge that you have obtained all these years from your schools and from the college and the university. Because going too much digital, sometimes we forget our basic concepts in science. So if you have switched off your mobile phone, laptop, digital watch, smartwatch, you do not know what to do. So wake up. Consider this is a wake up question for you all. You should be ready to work or sort out any issues without the use of digital material. I say this for the students. They will see the answer later. Anybody, students who almost working nearly or nearly at 1 minute action time to find the answer? Anybody is working on it? Really? I think faculties are working more sincerely than students. The students are just seeing only the slide. Faculties are actually doing some calculation and other things. I will tell you why I am giving you this question as a first slide itself. There is a reason behind. You have used Google? Yeah. Wait, one minute. Any other? Any other? Have any option? Any options? Okay, so no option at all. Okay, fine. So only one. So there are how many students? How many students? 60? Okay. Yeah, please.
Okay, my name is Surya. I am the magister student in biology department. Maybe the missing letter is C, and the letter is machine. Machine.
No, I'm not asking about. I'm just asking the missing letter. I'm not asking the word.
The missing letter is
Only the letter. Okay, I'm not asking about the word combination or sequence. It's just a letter. Letter means one alphabet. Only one alphabet. C. Okay, C. Is suggested C. Any other? Thank you for doing some effort. Any others? Now the question is reformed because we thought it's a sentence. Okay, so you have option. Please.
My name is Kamaraj. The letter is U.
Okay. Then there are two options, C and U. Yeah, let's go for it. I think you can speak from the third mic also. I think it's audible.
Okay, the missing letter is P.
P. P. P. T. Okay. That's it. Okay, are you ready to speak? Sure?
Yes.
You really want to say answer?
Yeah, actually, I just guess. Yeah, I don't know this is correct or not.
That's fine.
Sometimes because it's our biology department and our diversity is related to this plant. And for me, the correct answer is T because the long word will be the domain. T.
Domain.
I mean, we can make some word from here.
No, it's not about the word. That's what I'm telling you. It's not about the word formation. Because in word formation, just only one alphabet which is missing.
Oh, I think alphabet. Okay.
Fine. Okay, I will tell you the answer. Before that, there is a reason why I given this question as the first slide itself. See, as a basic science student or a science student, the uniqueness of our subject is most of the time answer for the question will be there in the answer itself, question itself. Okay, most of the time the answer for a particular problem or particular issue will be there in the question itself. The only thing is we have to understand the question. If you have understand the question properly, we can find the answer. One more thing, when there is a problem in front of you as a biology student, you should find the different ways to crack out the issue and find the solution. That is why I given an open-ended question. You can work in any way and you can find the answer. There are so many ways to find the answer. There are so many different methodologies to follow. One person C, another person T, because there is different type of workout will be there. So the first thing, as I said, it is the answer will be there in the question. Only understand the question. How we can understand the question? What, how it is relevant, why, and which will impact. So these three W question and one H question. Why, where, what, and how. When question is these things, we can surely find the answer. The academic point as well as research point. As I said, most of the time answer will be there in the question itself. You can see that this question letter is missing. Okay, but in same way, there is left, right, and the middle column. There are two more letters which were already given in the same line. One is M, another one is O. So how we can understand the question is, first we have to find out the relationship of these two existing numbers with the left and right. Because in this row we have given a letter, there is a letter over here also. So these two might have some relevance between the left and right letters. So if you have crack or find out the relationship of these existing letters, we can easily find out the missing letter. Okay. So that is the clue. Anybody have tried in that aspect to know what actually is there? Because most of them as a student or researcher, when there is a question, we used to run away to find the answer. But we never understand what actually the question is. But as a science student, we have to understand the question first in a proper way so that we can find the answer easily. So now there is the option, we can find the relationship between these two letters with the left and right missing letter. So you have maths as a subject, right? You have maths. So assign the number to the alphabets. Okay. Each and every letter has an alphabet order number. You know there are 20. How many alphabets? 26 alphabets. So assign each alphabet in a one number value. Start from A, 1, 2, 3. So first find the relationship of these two existing letters with the left and right. So this is the answer. You can easily find the missing letter. What is the relationship of M? What is the question number of alphabet number of M? A, B, C, D, like the count 1, 2, 3. M is in which position? Which number? Which number letter? the letter number for M? Father no need to do any calculation. Just take put A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M. Ready, Sina? Which number it is? Someone still searching in Google that also. Count A, B, C, D. So that is the number 13. Okay. What is the number? Letter of E? It's a 5. H 8. So 5 plus 8, that is a 13. The 13th number is M. Similarly, H 1, N is 14. So together is 15. So the 15th letter is O. So here I is D is 4, I is 9. So 9 plus 4, 13. 13th letter is N. So the answer will be there in the question itself. Yeah. So that's what I like to say as a science student. Understand the question properly. Don't understand the question. If you try to find the answer, you will never get the answer. Because most of the time, answer will be there in the question. Okay. So this I want to give us insight. Yeah. Okay. So that's a simple strategy. Make or consider the approach science always in a simple manner. Don't complicate yourself so that you will not get an answer. Okay. So now actually we move to the topic because you might forget the remaining 60 slides or 40 slides or 50 slides. But you should not forget these 2 slides at least for 3 more years because that will have the actual meaning of today's presentation. Most of the time, answer, especially in the biological field, answer will be there on the question. Understand, observe, decode the question, you will find the answer for any problem. Okay. So, coming to the environmental biotechnology, as the question again relates to the topic environmental monitoring. It's nothing new. Monitoring the environment, how it is being polluted. So, the pollutants or the contaminants already there in the environment. Only thing is we have to understand the environment properly. Then we can monitor or find out how and what range the environment has been polluted. Okay. So we are as biology students, we will aware that biotechnology is advanced techniques that is in advanced branch of biotechnology. Can anyone define biology from here? Anyone can define biology? A simple, a one-word statement, biology. Since you all are BSc biology students, anyone can define biology? So, being a discussion way instead of being yeah? You? Okay. Thank you. Just simple, no need of definition or no need of complicated definition. Make it simple, a one-word definition.
Biology is from Greece. Bio is life and biology is knowledge. So biology is knowledge of life.
Biology is the knowledge of
Life.
life. So that's what again, biology is a single word. It's a combination of actually 2 different meanings. Okay, bio means living things, actually not alive, it's a living things. Logi in the Greek, it's to study. The logi word in the Greek, it's a meaning of to study. So, to logi, bio, logi means to study, bio means living things. So, to study the living things is a biology. So, same way, biotechnology is just an advanced version of biology. You can see there's only one word, it's added additionally, that is a techno. biology is there. Additionally, one word is added is a techno. It's nothing but to study the techniques involved in living things. Okay, that is a biotechnology in a simple way. So, biotechnology is all about techniques and tools, how they are involved in biology to give a proper approaches towards the various aspects. So, in the case of environmental biotechnology, its approach, given novel approach to detect pollutants in ecosystem or health and monitor environmental challenges. So, already there is chemicals or persistent pollutants were there in the environment that will be going to be monitored with the help of some tools. So, what is the need of or importance of environmental monitoring? First, we want to know how the environment is polluted. So, it will help us to detect the harmful pollutants, and it will help to prevent irreversible damage. Why? Because we want to keep monitoring. I always used to say that prevention is better than cure. So, we have to keep monitoring the environment before it's completely spoiled, and it should not be rectified later. So, the environmental monitoring will help us to detect the harmful pollutants in the environment. And by detecting the harmful pollutants, we can ensure the ecosystem health. So we can track biodiversity and human impact, how it has been affected with the help of the monitoring system, etc. So it will ensure the ecosystem health. Data-driven decisions, because we have data how the particular environment is polluted, what would be the persistent pollutant, which could be highly predominant in the environment. So accordingly, we can take some decision to manage the data. Then, with the help of this data, we can create regulatory complaints so that we meet standards for pollution control. Even we can recommend the particular province government or the centralized government. So this is how this environment has been polluted. It has to be taken by care or taken the measures to not to repeat it. So all these things would be done when we are properly monitoring the environment. Okay. So there are so many tools that is being used in the biotechnology. For example, analytical tools for spectroscopy, invisible spectroscopy, atomic force microscopy, electron microscopy, GCMS, that is the gas chromatography microspectrometry, high performance liquid spectroscopy, high performance liquid spectroscopy, mass spectroscopy. There are many analytical tools are already there as a part of the environmental monitoring. But they were actually purely based on the chemistry background, where they will be applied the concept of chemistry. What would be the emerging biotechnology tools that is being used for environmental monitoring is DNA biosensor. So this DNA biosensor, they will detect the pollutants with high sensitivity. So even a very effective nanogram level itself can be predicted. We will see one by one. The second one is the genomics and metagenomics approach, that will assess the microbial diversity and response. So we can keep monitor how the environment has been polluted or with the presence of microorganisms. And third one, bioinformatics, where we can analyze large environmental data sets which has been taken from various different streams of environment that would be helpful to define the data. So DNA-based biosensors, nothing but they will just use the DNA to detect the pollutants. So in this case, DNA either a modified version with some tag nucleotides or labeling nucleotides, or which will provide a light emission or any kind of color change or whatever it is. So when the DNA is detected with the chips that act as a sensor, they will be monitoring their actual presence of contamination which is present in the soil, water. So the advantage is they have high sensitivity, real time, immediately you can predict the microbial pollutants, and cost effective after it is developed and commercialized into market, not during the development stage. Initial research and development stage, it will consume more cost and highly cost requirement will be there. But once it has been developed and commercialized, it is very simple mechanism which would be able to detect the pollution. Okay. Another one is genomics and proteomics. Here, by the help of genomics, there is omics always deals about the computational studies involved in the particular aspect. So, genomics means to study the computational things of the genes. Metagenomics means metagen level itself. So again, with the help of genomics and metagenomics, we can study the individual organisms of DNA which is their pollutant, as well as in the soil, and it will give analyze the collective microbial genomes. So no need to isolate individual microorganisms. We can straight away go for a soil collection or water collection. We can just extract together all the microorganisms, and that will be pulled together in the next generation sequencing, where we get the complete database about the microorganisms. So it will help us to monitor the microbial diversity and develop the response towards the field. And the most important is bioinformatics monitoring. By using any kind of informatics analytical techniques, we may get some data. But usually the data set will be huge, because there will be about 5,000 molecule or 6,000 molecule or 6,000 data will be involved. By using the bioinformatics, we can analyze large genomics and metagenomics data. So also we can predict a model which will forecast environmental challenges and impacts. Where the artificial intelligence also play a major role, which we will study later. So here we monitor the environment or soil or water for a particular over the period. For example, 2024, from January to December we are studying. Then we get some data. Okay. So if this is a contamination level for this year, how it could be here for next year. So we can even forecast the challenges, and we can propose the remedial measure. Okay, for this time this is being polluted like this much capacity. So we are expecting next year this could be increasing or progressive. So we have to follow certain methodologies to remediate this kind of pollution. So that kind of predictive modeling can be done with the help of bioinformatics. And we can also identify the pollution-resistant microorganisms. These pollution-resistant microorganisms have both benefits as well as disadvantages. The benefits means these pollution-resistant microorganisms can overcome the pollution and they can degrade, and they can use as a bioremediator. But sometimes they itself will become a pathogenic, and we cannot control the microorganism growth in their environment. So there are both advantages and disadvantages there, but anyway we will provide data with the help of bioinformatics and monitoring. Another one, by implementing the microbial fuel cells. So this will help us to develop clean energy, so that we can minimize the impact of the depletion of renewable, non-renewable sources. So it will help to convert organic matter to power, so clean up the contaminated water, and also it will help to detect the pollutants in water system, because we used to add some biosensors. So when we add water in the container, okay, the container will have some organic matter. If particular pollutant is there in the water, immediately they will react with organic matter that we provide, and the color change will be happening. So we can understand that, okay, these are the pollutants that will be there in the water. So that could be also helpful with the real-time monitoring microbial processes. And we can also create certain bioindicators and bioreporters that might be enzyme based, or molecule based, or microorganism based, or some signaling based, whatever it is. So this bioindicator, usually a species that reveal environmental quality, you can know that if certain bird species or insect or pest species are there in the particular environment, it means they have certain tolerable capacity. If those species are extincted from the environment, it means they are unable to tolerate the particular stress which is created in the environment. So they can also act as a bioindicator. By observing these species, we can consider the quality of the particular environment. Also bioreporters, those are usually engineered organisms with visible signals. As I said, when they grow, or when they emitted, or when they absorb particular level of pollutant, they will be giving some visible color signals or any signals. So that will be monitored to detect the environmental conditions. And this will be applicable in the early warning symptoms and rapid detection. So we can monitor the environment properly. Another one, CRISPR, is actually one of the genetic tool. It will helpful in environment monitoring. It will help us to find out and detect specific DNA sequence. Also track invasive and endangered species, and which is a versatile tool for environmental application. So by using genetic determination techniques, we can predict the things. So while there are so many case studies that are happening, how they are implementing biotechnology tools to find out the recovery of the environment. For example, they were in oil spill recovery, they were keep using genomics monitoring, hydrocarbon degrading mechanism, and the DNA biosensors were developed to detect the toxic algal species in the algal flora, and then CRISPR to track the genetic material conversation, etc. So these are some of the case studies. what are the challenges in biotechnology when compared to environmental monitoring? It's a technological challenge. Some biotechnology tools such as the DNA-based sensors, they require specialized equipment and will be more like costly to the large scale. This will be applicable to the small scale level, but when we are going for large scale, these DNA-based sensors may not work effectively because there are some technological challenges. For data management, handling and analyzing the massive amounts of data generated by the tools such as genomics and bioinformatics, that will be complex, that needs some advanced computation infrastructure. And obviously, the regulatory and ethical issues always been related or concerned with all biotechnology products. Since we are using genetically modified microorganisms, the efficiency or the actual working mechanism of those genetically modified organisms will always raise ethical concerns that should be properly addressed. Then scalability, many advanced biotechnologies are still in research papers, they are not actually used. So it might be successful in the laboratory situation, but when it comes to the real time, it may not work out, we do not know. So the scalability will be a major challenge in biotechnology, especially for an environmental monitoring. So what will be the future? The biotechnology itself is the future, but what will be the future of biotechnology and environmental monitoring? The well-known is the integration of AI and machine learning with biotechnology for more efficient data analysis and prediction. As I said, this data management is one of the major problems that we are going to have in biotechnology. That will be rectified with the help of the AI and machine learning. And the development of citizen science initiatives, which individuals can monitor and develop environments using low budget technologies that have been adopted or developed by the scientists. Also, we can use some nanotechnology advancements, developing a smaller and more sensitive tools that can detect the pollutants at ultra low level conditions. So that could be a portable device, might be. We can keep it in our home itself or in the travel. Whenever we travel, we can carry that device and we can keep monitor the pollutants that are there in the environment. And then biotechnology can contribute to climate change monitoring by accessing the ecosystem resilience and mitigation strategies through pollution and global monitoring. So this historical milestone, the AI has to be have to be changed now because, as I said, AI is being involved in all the field. So biotechnology is also going to be implemented the AI technology very soon in all the aspects. So these are some of the historical milestones in the AI development. We were well aware of it. First AI in 1956 and they will keep going with the development. And now we have start GPT. Whatever we have queries, we will go with the GPT model. So the machine learning, these are the overview of machine learning. So we have to study, we have some basic knowledge about machine learning because the biotechnology future is more about bioinformatics and AI. So we should not restrict ourselves with the basic science. We should have some knowledge on machine learning as well as, and then the machine learning used to natural language, computer vision, and robotics. So this, when we incorporate artificial intelligence into the data mining or data analysis of bioinformatics, the data set will be huge. So we need AI. So we have to go for high performance GPUs and DPUs, real-time analysis. Then we can go for high scalability. But what we need is high storage and the data quality will be ensured with the help of AI. So machine learning concepts always goes with the data preparation, then appropriate model will be selected, how the data has to be assayed or analyzed. Then the proper training data to be enable the model mechanism, how it will track the patterns. Then it's needed a validation technique because whatever the model we might apply over here may work or may not work. So we should go for a validation and ensure the particular model is working or not. Then we are going for hyperparameter tuning. And we are evaluating the model again by assessing the performance using metrics like accuracy, precision, and recall. Then finally, we can develop a deployment strategy based on the data. So there are two types of AI. One is the narrow AI, another one is the general AI. Narrow AI is just nothing but they will be performing the reiterate command that we have given over here. That is for special task. But general AI is capable of any intellectual task, even can still theoretical. So now we are in narrow AI. Our future is general AI. Okay, now it is been doing what we given, but in the future we will ask what we have to do with any AI itself. Okay. So when it comes to application, it has diverse application, healthcare, transport, customer care, smartphones, etc. But in the case of environmental monitoring, the AA has major the data analysis, especially data set, whatever you have developed the analysis from the environment can be analyzed with the help of AA. Okay. So all AA can perform algorithms that will analyze the environmental data, providing predictive insights to prevent natural disasters. So we should develop certain kind of computational skill, some mathematical skill, because then only we can easily identify the large set. The future of biology is not only on data development, but also data analysis. So we should equip ourselves by studying some kind of AI-based knowledge as well as the computational knowledge also. And then the AI models will monitor air pollution level and gives real-time updates and forecast to public good. And third, AI can involve in water quality. The sensor can detect contaminants in water bodies, ensuring safe drinking water and ecosystem health. Also, the monitoring, the AI can help in wildlife tracking. Okay. So wildlife tracking also can be possible. They will monitor the movement and helping environmentalists to protect the endangered species. Okay. So what is the importance and scope of environmental monitoring with the help of AI? The AI-driven environmental monitoring offers a real-time analysis. Okay, it's not just collecting a sample, bringing to the laboratory, analyzing the data, and providing the data to the data set. It's not like that. The real-time on the spot itself, they will be analyzing the data, and they will be enabling the swift identification and mitigation of pollution sources. Hence, it will preserve the ecosystem efficiency. Okay. So the problems which were associated with environmental degradation such as pollution, illegal logging, wildlife tracking can be monitored and maintained and controlled by AI. So apart from general monitoring, the AI helps in the environmental gathering, the data analysis, quality of water, air, energy efficiency, while fire reduction also can be predicted, deforestation, water management, wildlife. In so many ways, the AI will be helpful to predict and monitor the environmental pollution. So how the AI works in air quality monitoring is like we will collect the data because we have placed some sensors. The sensor will mostly connect with the satellite system. So the sensors will connect analyze the data and they will send the signals to satellite where they will be received and stored. So data collection is a real time and its predictive analytics will be happening. It will recognize the pattern, identify and analyze how the pollution happens, what is the pollution source by using AI techniques, and it will help us to divide and develop some policy decisions. And it will allocate the resources and it will give the awareness to the public that okay, this is how the air is being polluted and these are the strategies, etc. And they will monitor and ensure the compliance with environmental regulation using automated AI system. The AI itself can provide a solution that how it can be overcome in the upcoming. So this could be done with the help of AI. So these are some of the portable systems that were expected with the combinations of analytical techniques as well as the AI. They can be predictive modeling, anomaly detection, they immediately monitor and sensors will digitalize their data and they can tell what would be the impact, the ppm percentage, the pollution, etc. So AI water resource, again there is a small sensor, the sensor will detect the quality with the help of the portable devices, and then it also develop a system monitoring pH, calculating result of everything with the help of the AI. Okay. So wildlife conservation, the cameras like this will be associated with the AI, so they keep monitoring the movement and the temperature variation and the pollution level. So they can accurately classify and identify individual animals even in large data sets. They can help us tracking how animals move from one territory to another territory, and habitat mapping. So this could be also one of the monitoring techniques. Okay. So in the wildlife conservation, poaching reduction, species training, behavioral insights, biodiversity insights, everything can be monitored with the help of the AI. So in climate change, again, data analysis predict and it also predict the disaster response. If they can track the carbon indicator, also they can predict the disaster. So this is the global temperature, if this is a pollution level, if this is the carbon emission, we can get a disaster by this step. So the forecasting also can be done with the help of AI. So we can biomonitor the biodiversity as well as ecological health. Okay. So these are the framework that we are using for AI to combat climate change. For mitigation, it starts from micro level measurements to macro level measurements. We can reduce the greenhouse effect, improve the energy efficiency. We can monitor the encroachment of forests or other natural resources. We can assessing the carbon capture, storage rates, etc. So the AI in most of the fields, the AI is going to play a major role in the future to combat the climate change. And this could be the smart environmental monitoring system, especially for water contamination, for its monitoring in the cloud, connecting the Internet of Things. Okay. So the Internet of Things and sensors will be monitored by the AI. So the sensors will be placed in the water bodies. They will collect the signals. They will be sending to the cloud storage, and from there they will be sending another signals to smart aqua sensor. They will monitor and they will provide data. So similarly, this technology can be used in agriculture monitoring also. In each phase, we place the different sensors, the combinations of enzymes as well as providing signals, monitoring, etc. So the sensors will be moisture, aqua, temperature, pH, conductivity, etc. And camera for smart image. So this, even though it's a color change with the help of enzymes or bioindicators such as bioreactors. So whatever data will be provided, that will be monitored and there will be giving signals. So that will be provided both to satellite and cloud. They will be giving a real-time analysis how this may happen. Even water contamination level can be done at immediate level, soil fertility assess, irrigation and crop productivity, all can be done with the help of AI. Okay. So there are so many case studies. They are used to identify what is the problem, their solution, and the impact of the benefits. Okay. So you either you can refer the articles. There are so many case studies. Or we can perform a case study with the problem, what the problem we are facing, what is the solution, and what is the benefit. Okay. So in all the cases. So these are some of the research that will happen in the purpose and applications of environmental monitoring. So they have used some artificial technology and the Internet of Things combinations of computer as well as the biological monitoring. They are applied to the specific purpose. The fighting and challenges are given over here. The methods and the devices will also be listed. So you can see that the diverse monitoring devices, sensors, has been used for different pollution monitoring, air quality, aqua farming, marine environment monitoring, etc. So that provides the details that the trend has been going on to combine the IoT or AI in the environmental monitoring. So here, these are some of the research on the smart environmental monitoring system. Even a plant growth, crop productivity, smart farming, crop area, all can be monitored with the help of biological tools as well as the combinations of AI. So these are the research happening in the field of water pollution monitoring system. So water quality, drinking water content, chlorofluoride content, and data, so all could be done various streams of water with the help of different models, and they have produced a different type of methods. Okay. And these are some of the examples of research that has been carried out with the air quality monitoring system using machine learning and IoT. So AI provides solutions for algorithms of hazardous substance monitoring and containment. So these are again some of the examples of the hazardous environment. 99% accuracy for hazardous gas also been reported from the content substances. So again, I would like to give you the input of how the publications are giving concern for the AI environmental monitoring. For the last 4 years, from 2020 to 2024, almost 273 articles are published in the combinations of AI, artificial intelligence, and environmental monitoring. It shows that there is a growing demand and growing need for the AI environmental monitoring. Okay. So which are 30.25% of international co-authorship among the other ones. Okay. So you can see the areas publication. The publication numbers keep increasing from 2020 to 2024. Start from 203 articles. Articles doubled in the 4 years. Now it will be 572 articles in the last the 2024 years. So these are the countries production. Entire worldwide they are giving some attention towards AI and environmental monitoring. You can see this is the regions where there is high impact for the AI-based monitoring and environmental system. So whereas China has the first position by publishing 1,220 articles in the last 3.5 years, India and USA are second and third. So this map shows that how the publications are having network from one country to another country. You can see there are a wide range of networks being observed between the countries. China and USA, they are predominant having highest number of collaborations, whereas India and USA having second highest collaboration of 34 articles were published in the field. These are most relevant words that have been predominantly used in the articles, starting from artificial intelligence, impact, and then economical content is the second impact keyword, the machine learning, etc. And these are the trend topics that are observed in the publications. Sustainable imagery, satellite imagery, and the chemistry were giving highlighted point from 2020 to 2024. So because all the data collected from AA now going to satellite images. These are the co-occurrence networks using the important keywords. You can see the artificial intelligence, environmental material, most highly used keywords. That's why it's given in a bold. So when we are implementing the challenge AA in environmental material, there are some challenges: data quality and availability, and enter the AI models as environmental monitoring, which often involves complex data from multiple sources, which are requiring accurate integration. So that might be a challenge, but we will expect to overcome in the upcoming future. Again, the data integration and the predictive models and resource optimization also still need to be improved because it's in the early stage. Okay. So pros and cons when we implementing AI scenarios. It has efficient data analysis, improved decision making as I said, but the weakness is there are high implementation costs and requires specialized skills. The opportunities, there are innovation monitoring, new data driven insights, and threats again, data privacy and potential job displacement because the AI can replace the job of the human. Okay. So these are selectively these are the advantages of AI when implemented in biological system. Automation, we have decision making, problem solving skills. We can bias and discriminatory algorithms can be overcome. They have high speed and efficiency. They have exploration and innovation. But disadvantage again, unemployment might be the possible disadvantage since AI taking over the rule. And lack of transparency is there because you may not know what data, how it has been identified, etc. Again, the bias and discriminatory algorithms can be considered as both advantage and disadvantage. We have been applied the last things that are related and skill demanding for AI. So, as when we are working with AI, we should be having a data-centered responsibility, but there should be a bias mitigation and transparency, and we should follow the ethical guidelines as well. Okay. So these are the future scope of Internet of Things in environmental monitoring. Okay. So data will be monitored immediately. That will be goes to the. We might have used drones also in the future to monitor and mapping the 24/7 landscapes cost and data collection from the satellite. Immediately we are monitoring the air quality. We will apply the artificial intelligence to predict, and we can immediately give the data and visualization. So that could be a continuous manner that it happens in a progress history. So finally, the conclusion that I would like to use biotechnology transforming the tools, how we monitor and address the environment by offering innovative, precise and efficient tools. So the adaptation of these technologies will enhance the sustainability, which will promote a better resource management and as well as support the mitigation of environmental challenges. Continued innovation and interdisciplinary collaboration will be a key role in expanding the capabilities and applications of biotechnology for environmental protection. And again, there will be a developments in the field of biotechnology with the help of AI. Surely there will be a huge transformation reforms going to be happening in environmental monitoring. So as I said earlier, we don't need to collect the samples, do the analysis in the lab, etc. On the spot, the real-time analysis will be able to monitor the pollution. So the monitoring pollution will do some impact in the decision making of the regulatory compliance. So these are some of the references that I have adopted for this presentation, and I would like to thank you for your questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Kamaraj, for the detailed presentation. You have given us a lot to think about. Yeah. pollution detection, clean up import, there is something with DNA, yeah, it's a sensor. Okay, now we have time around 50 minutes for discussion session. If you have any question for Dr. Kamaraj, please raise your hand.